Hi, I'm Ashley, Upgrade Specialist at Safety Watch Australia. We're here today to talk about some of the big concerns and issues regarding the 2022 upgrades. I'm joined today by Dave Robson, our CEO, to discuss a few questions and queries regarding the 2022 upgrades. So Dave, the pandemic has obviously had an effect on business as usual. Will this mean that the 2022 deadline will be extended?
Look, the current advice that we've received to date is that it will not be extended at all. And in all honesty, when the due date falls, we'll have had 5 years to complete this work. So there is no reasonable reason. Obviously, the pandemic is a fluid situation. It's affecting absolutely every warp of life to date. But at this point in time, we need to plan. We need to make sure we execute the plan, and we need to make sure we get this done.
So tell me, what are the biggest concerns that you have for property managers and landlords?
Brutal truth, I think people are going to lose management. And I cannot be more serious about that. In all honesty, the lack of inertia getting this done, the fear from not only, and it's reasonable fear as well, the pandemic is creating an enormous amount of fear. There's a cost to getting this done, and people are certainly mindful of cost these days. But in all honesty, there aren't enough trades, there isn't enough supply of product. We are looking down the barrel of probably, statistically speaking, right now, given the lack of execution of landlords and property managers, we're looking at conservatively the average rent roll reducing by anywhere up to 20%.
Thanks for that, Dave. For those PMs with large rent rolls, what's the best way to move forward?
Look, there are a couple of ways to do this, and certainly the relationship managers here at Safety Watch are doing a great job of working with individual property managers to get a plan. And it's all about a plan, and that plan needs to remain fluid. So obviously we've just briefly discussed the pandemic, and we need to make sure that that is top of mind, and people's health and safety is important. That being said, there are really fundamentally a couple of ways to do this. So we allocate some time. So let's say, for example, September, and you get your whole rent roll done. All right, minimal disruption, get it all done in a 30-day period, and away you go. Alternatively, you ensure that you're probably getting around 5 to 10% of your portfolio upgraded every single month. All right. It is a little bit of extra work each and every month, but we need to make sure it's getting done. Otherwise, like I said before, look forward to losing 20% of your business.
Lastly, and most importantly, what happens if a property isn't upgraded on time?
Can't rent it. So this, as an investor myself, I'll be really, really annoyed if my property manager has not executed this plan. Really, really annoyed. There is no good reason. There are enough quality service providers out there in the industry to be able to do this. So I'll be really, really annoyed if I lose my rental income, because I'll be left holding the baby with my mortgage, and I won't be able to rent that property. You know what that means? That means that the trusted tenants that I have in place lose their place to live. That means the family that live in my property don't have anywhere to live. All because we didn't execute the plan, or because we didn't want to have a conversation with the said landlord, me in this case, around spending a few bucks on upgrading smoke alarms. Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
It's great to know that Safety Watch have a plan in place for their property managers and landlords. Please give us a call today to ensure your properties are ready for 2022.